Hello. Okay, I fixed it. Yay! Hello, everyone. I don't know what happened to my mic, but it wasn't picking up for some reason, but I fixed it now. Hello! For just £1 a month, you can sponsor Stubbs' microphone. I mean, it's funny you say that. I do actually have a goal on my phone wish list for me to get a new microphone. It's, I think, 23% funded right now. It's one of those, like, Shure microphones, so... Thing never happened? No. It's because I was getting distracted by other stuff in other servers, so I was being silly. I was being silly. To be fair, I wasn't even thinking I was going to stream today, so... How are you guys all doing, though? Welcome on in. Let me just post the linky. There we go. I did the thing. I did it now. I fixed it. It's all good. We're here. Everything's fine. Maybe. I had a bit of a weird situation earlier where, I had a bit of a migraine, which I don't think it was a full migraine, luckily, because, like, it only lasted for about, I think, roughly, like, 45 minutes. So it wasn't too bad. It might have just been, like, a really, really gnarly headache. It might have been, like, not quite a migraine type thing. And then my nose started to bleed, which that's pretty normal for me, because I have like sinus issues and stuff like that, and the medicine I'm taking is like this nasal spray. It's like a steroid nasal spray. So like they did say on the symptoms is like you probably might see nosebleeds now and again, because that's just kind of how that's kind of just how the nasal spray is, basically, so it's not too bad, but yeah, but it's not even my full nose. Like, it wasn't like both nostrils were bleeding, it was literally just my left nostril was bleeding, and I was like, oh, thanks. You're not even gonna give me a full nosebleed, just gonna give me half a nosebleed? At least do the job properly, God! So yeah, it was not fun. But then I was like, I sort of sat up on my computer, because I was like, I couldn't lie in bed, because I felt really sick. So I got up, like I sat in my bed, and then I sat up, and I was like, I can't sit here either, because like my legs are like hurting really badly, especially from yesterday. My knee is so sore, because they had to like poke and prod my knee to check where the problems were at the specialist appointment. So my knee is really sore from yesterday. So I was like, okay, I'll go sit at my computer. And then they were doing the live letter for FF14, which is showing off stuff that's coming up in Dawn Trail at the end of the month and all this sort of stuff. So I was sat watching that. And then once I was done, I was like, I kind of want to stream. So I thought, I'll try, see how I go. It is just going to be me, because Cypher is away at the moment with family, and work planned stuff around me not streaming. And to be fair, I was last minute like, okay, I'm going to stream now. So I'm not expecting her to change her plans or anything, just for me. So it'll just be me voice acting today. So I'm going to try my best to do what I can. Hello, Shittenbird. Thank you so much for the headpats. Thank you. Let me get those on. Thank you so much. How are you doing, lovely? Welcome on in, Dave, DJ, Zar, CT, Waff Waff. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. So yeah, it'll just be me today. Just gonna do stuff, so... You really didn't need that poking in your life right now? How dare you do puns? How dare... You're fine? I'm good to hear. I'm glad to hear, because I know you weren't feeling too good the other day. So, I hope you're feeling better. So yeah, I got distracted with some other stuff, so I was like, yeah, there was a topic going on in a different server, and I was like, oh, let me join in, and then I got distracted. It's too hot here. I don't know. I'm freezing today, but I might just be really unwell. I might just be unwell, so my body's just like, I don't know what to do right now. What temperature do we put ourselves at? You know. My cat is on the cat tree right now, and he's sort of staring out the window, but he's got his eyes closed, so he's like, I think he's fallen asleep while sitting up. So, which is kind of hilarious, actually. So yeah, we're back today with our little Lala. Ooh, forgot it does that. Our little Lala. She is a potato, so she's here to cause crimes. And we're going back now to the MSQ because we finished the Alliance raid for Stormblood, and we finished the normal raids for Stormblood too. So and we've obviously finished Stormblood now. So this part here is the bit between Stormblood and Shadowbringers, which I think is about 30 quests, I think, or something like that. So there's going to be a lot of content still before we actually get to Shadowbringers. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to get through this because there's some good stuff coming up. There's also some, I will preface this, that there is some kind of like emotional topics coming up, especially involving sort of like the aftermath of like war, disabilities and stuff like that, like loss, all that sort of stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of like quite touching stuff and quite like heart-wrenching stuff between these storylines too. So just prefacing that, there's gonna be a bit of like that sort of stuff because we have just finished a war, so it does make a lot of sense. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like kind of like difficult topics during these storylines, so if you need to dip out or anything because things are getting a bit too much for the story, please look after yourselves first. That's the most important thing, is to make sure that your mental health is good. So please do that. You know, you can always come back another stream, don't worry. I have plenty of other streams coming up next week and stuff, so do not worry about that. But yeah, if you feel like you need to dip out because it's getting a bit too much for your mental health, then please do look after yourselves first. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and try to do all these voices myself, so which is going to be fun because it's kind of, I admire like people who do like voice acting and stuff because like their ability to be able to do all these voices without like so much as like, obviously they've trained their throat, so it's like, you know, they're able to do so much without like straining themselves too much. But for me it's like, oh no, I'm not a voice actor, so I've not had that training, so if my voice starts going, or if I just start doing, I'm probably going to start doing the same voice for most characters, because like I'm not really good at putting voices on either. So I do apologize, it's not going to be a funny VA experience or anything like that with me, but I'll try my best to do what I can, so. War, what is it good for? Fun, it's fun, oh no. That's not how the song goes. Alright. So let's go start this off then. We're talking to Lise. So yes, we are going to be now starting the post-Stormblood stuff. So this is literally the first quest after Stormblood, so. And then we'll be making our way to Shadowbringers, which I'm so excited for because it's my favourite expansion. I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the journey along to my favourite expansion with me too. So yeah, let's do it. And some of the cutscenes end up being voiced at some parts, so like that. So oh, actually, I should put a warning up actually in my chat. So if there are voiced cutscenes, I won't speak, just to let everything play through and stuff like that. So Stubbs will go quiet during voiced cutscenes to allow more immersion. Respond to messages after. There we go. Just so then I've got a little thing there saying that. I should really do that at the beginning of most streams, but I keep forgetting to put it up, so. Okay, but yeah. I'm gonna let this play through, and yeah, thank you guys for joining me on the journey.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here. Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches. The Reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you. Now, don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me? I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure? After all, we were adventurers before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Alright, there we go. Voice cutscene's over. Hi, Guitar Boy! Welcome on in, lovely. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. You came in just as there was a voice cutscene, so I couldn't say hi to you. But yeah, welcome on in, lovely. How are you doing? I love how British the FF voice actors are. Yes, that's because from ARR to Heavenswood, there was a gap between the expansions. ARR, a lot of the voice actors are, I believe, American. Because that's where I think their studios were located. And then, oh, there's a tall woman standing on me. Hello. that's a lot of people's dreams. And then from Heavenswood, they actually moved their studios to the UK. So then they rehired pretty much most of their voice actors, because obviously a lot of people from America didn't want to move over to the UK to do like the voice lines and stuff like that. So it ended up being from ARR to Heavenswood. They actually changed, or like pretty much loads of the voice actors, and they ended up becoming from American to a lot of British voices. There are a lot of different casting as well in the story. You'll see in later expansions, it's not always just like British voice acting. There's like different people from, like, say, like I think one of the VAs is Scandinavian, I believe, and stuff like that. So you'll start to hear like the different accents come through and stuff, especially when we get to new areas, because a lot of the stuff in FF14 is based on like real life places. Like one of the places, Old Charlayan, which has been mentioned before, that's a very, very British place. Very, very British. There's a place that comes up later that's based on like India and stuff like that. So you'll start to see like the accents come through, and it's really, really nice. So you doing good? Good job. Good job. Yeah, good job for doing good. Yeah. No, I'm glad you're feeling good, Guitar. Also, hi Katie, welcome on in, lovely. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, it's really fun. You get to hear like the different accents and stuff, so it's really good. But yeah, that's the reason why most of them are British, indeed, is because the studio ended up moving to the UK. So so it makes sense that they hired a lot of British voice actors, because it was then based, I think it's in London. It ended up moving to London, so. Hi lovely, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day, Katie. Welcome. I'm glad I did choose to stream though. Like I know I'm going to be doing a lot of straining on my voice, which luckily I'm not streaming this weekend because I've got a friend coming tomorrow and stuff. So, Raven, hello.
For 30 months. Oh snap, 30 months.
Oh snap, 30 months. Thank you so much, Raven, for the 30-month free sub. That's almost a year. Thank you so much, lovely. You know, I not want to move to London, so I understand. Yeah. How are you doing, Raven? Your event's today, right? If I remember correctly. I think I just saw your tweet actually about it. Your talk show today. I'm really excited for you, Raven. I hope it goes all the best for you. I'm so excited. No, don't hit Alpha. Leave him alone. No, don't be super nervous. You're gonna do amazing, Raven. You've done talk shows before. I know this one is obviously with a bigger platform in terms of like you're gonna be actually like doing it with like some like bigger VTubers and like, you know, it's for a convention and stuff like that, but you're gonna be absolutely amazing. Do not worry about it. No, I suppose it's not talk show, more of a game show, but I think because like a lot of the time they like talk shows. Oh no, because talk shows is the one where you sat on the sofas, isn't it? Where it's you've got someone at a desk and then like a guest and stuff. Yeah, you'll do more of a game show. That's it. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, you'll do amazing. Don't worry about it. You'll do awesome. I believe in you. You can do the thing. Right then, let's go and find Master Levier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Etherite, and we'll be along shortly. See you there.
Jack Gamer Art just redeemed hydrates.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. You've collaborated with me enough to know that things always go wrong with my stuff, so it's like, what can go wrong will? No, you'll be fine.
Jack Gamer Art just
and hey, sometimes like scuff adds to the fun, so. But no, you're gonna do awesome, Raven. I believe in you. Right, I gotta travel over this way. Thank you for the hydrating post check as well, DJ. Thank you so much. How's everyone's day doing, by the way? How are we doing this Friday? Anyone got any exciting plans for the weekend? I know, like I say, I've got a friend coming around and we're gonna play some Magic together. Magic the Gathering. I'm very excited. Very excited. No, of course, I always believe in you. You're a good bean, Raven. You've got so many, like, ambitious ideas as well, so I'm really excited to see what other stuff you'll do as well as the game show, you know? You've got this. Just think of how much this is going to open up for you in terms of opportunities as well, so. Greetings, Ophelia. It would seem that we are to accompany Arnvold on some manner of escapade? Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when El Amigo was still a monarchy, and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal deposit, by all accounts. Sometimes I need to rein in my ambitions. I mean, maybe, but like, at the same time, it's like, it's really good to have those like ambitious ideas. I literally put out a video, last night. I say last night, I did it this morning at like 4 AM, because I couldn't sleep. I was having some like really just like bad depression thoughts and stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna put out a silly little video, because I've not put any content out, because, I really want to try, like, so Dave is my editor for, like, doing clips and stuff for, like, YouTube and TikTok. And, like, I really want to commission Dave more because his stuff is really fucking good. But it's, like, I need money for that. And I don't want him to do work and not be paid because his stuff is really good. So I was like, okay, I should probably try and do some stuff in the meantime when I can't pay him and stuff like that. And it's, like, so I just had, like, these really horrible, like, thoughts. So I was like, I'll put a silly little TikTok video out and me, my corgi doing a little silly butt wiggle and stuff like that. And people, like, some guy commented on it saying like some really supportive stuff, saying basically just like, I don't know you, but I've came across you and burnout just fucking sucks and all this sort of stuff, and like just keep trying to do the best you can. And I was like, that's so heckin' sweet. Like, it just meant a lot. Like, just from a random person who's never, like, seen any of my content before. They were just literally just like, yeah, you've got this, and stuff. So it just really, really helped me out, but it's hard to run your own show, for sure. It's absolutely hard to run your own show, for sure. But if you keep believing in yourself, and believing that you're going to be able to make it, and do things that you want to do, no matter what happens, like, no matter what obstacles come your way, you're going to succeed. You are absolutely going to succeed. Because you're going to manifest your absolute positive energy to be able to succeed in life. And that's the best thing that you can do, really. It's just keep believing in yourself, keep doing what you're doing, look for avenues to improve on yourself, because it's always good to improve on yourself. No one's perfect. We all have ways that we need to improve. For me, it's just doing things. Like, I get in this, like, sort of state of paralysis where it's like, I just can't do things, you know? And it's like, it's stressful. Raven!
Zombie just cheered 300 bits.
Thank you for the 300 biddies. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for believing in me. Speaking of bits, apparently there's a new thing that's happened on Twitch where if you do like, I think it's like 20 bits or 30 bits, it like, you can make an emote huge, you can do like stuff on the screen. I don't know. I don't know why they've added it. It looks weird, but I haven't seen it yet, so it's there. But yeah, the best thing you can do is just focus your energy on improving yourself, little bits at a time as well. Don't try and overachieve, because that's exactly what burnout is like, you trying to like massively overachieve on something or put yourself out there like completely, and you just crash and burn, because like, it doesn't necessarily go bad or anything like that. It's just that you've put all this like energy and exertion into doing this thing to propel yourself so far forward that unfortunately a lot of the time people just crash, and then some people don't recover. So it's definitely, if you are wanting to improve yourself, which I really think people should do, no matter what, is just do it small steps at a time. Do it as small, manageable steps at a time, and just figure out where you can improve, what you can improve on, and then how can you improve in terms of making it small steps. So for me, for example, like I say, I have like this paralysis where sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I can't do anything right now. Got no energy. I'm just sat here doing nothing. So in those moments, I need to be like, okay, is there anything that I could do? Like, even if it's like, I don't know, for example, go through my clips and change like some names of the clips. Like last night, when I felt like I couldn't edit anything, I actually went through my Twitch and I renamed all my clips that I got clipped from the GTA stream. And renamed them all, linked them into the Discord server, that sort of thing. And that's something that I did to improve, because now I have those clips, I know what they're named under, I know where they are, if I need to download them or anything like that. So, say for example, if I wanted to put one out on TikTok, I could be like, oh, last time with the GTA stream, Viper did a really funny clip where he jumped out the car by accident because he was trying to press the radio button, but ended up pressing the button that gets out the car, and he just tumbled down the road. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And if I want to make that into a clip at some point, I know where that is now, and I renamed it, so I know what it's called now. So, like, that's still something that's propelled myself forward in my content that really doesn't feel like a lot, but it was something that I did that was a step forward, and it was manageable. I was able to do it. And it also helped then make me want to upload something. So I did that at, like, I think that was around, I want to say like 11? I'm not sure when I posted the clips. But because I did that, I then, when I was up early in the morning and feeling down, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put something out. So it you know what I mean? It like progresses, but it's very, very, very small steps. So it's very manageable, which I really, really like. So, and I think, you know, if you're able to figure that out for your own content and stuff, you're gonna excel. You really are. So you're gonna go to your cousin's confirmation party tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. Ooh, I hope you have a good time with that guitar. That's amazing. These new power-up things feel like they can get really spammy. I haven't seen them happen yet, so I don't know what they are. Luckily, it only seems like there's 3 of them. Like, one is like changing an emote size. One of them is putting stuff on the screen, but I don't know what they're like, so. I love people like that. Yeah, just random people just doing kindness is so sweet, so. Yeah, random kindness, absolutely, yeah. To see the giant emote, just scroll up in the chat a bit. Oh, is it? Wait, did you do it? Where is it? Oh wait, you did do it. Wait. A couple of minutes ago. I can't see it. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's not that big to be fair. That's pretty alright. I didn't see the on-screen stuff though. Did anything come up on screen or am I just blind? Oh, thank you, Dave. I really appreciate that. I think it's like the problem is I'm really good at giving advice to people, but then like when I come to take it, it's like it's not working at all. Yeah, I didn't see the on-screen thing, like the on-screen celebration or the message effect. I don't think I've seen that either. I'm so confused. The message effect just looks like it's just showing, like... The on-screen is just a few emotes that you show. Oh, okay. You pick float upwards on screen. That one is kind of boring. Yeah, the message effect one doesn't seem to do anything, at least from what I see. It just highlights the message, so... But thank you for the bits though, Raven. I appreciate it. The emote looks... The huge emote looks kind of funny, honestly. I like that one. That one's kind of funny. But I can't see it properly, because, like, I have restream chat on my... OBS, because I want to be able to see both YouTube chat and I want to see both YouTube chat and Twitch chat, so I always have restream chat on my OBS, so I don't actually see Twitch chat stuff. So I was like, I was so confused as to what that was, but no, it looks funny actually. I kind of like that one. But yeah, sorry. Back to the game with me going on silly. I say silly, it's not silly, but like on little rambles about motivation and stuff, and I do hope I can take my own advice is basically it. So, but yeah, thank you, Raven, for your support. I really appreciate the biddies. Thank you. That's very, very kind. You're lovely. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Rhalgr's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Ah, I believe I see the direction of our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dusk till dawn, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. Yeah, thank you, Raven. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine, the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your hearts a racing. Yes, I will accept this journey. I love his power for it. Like, yes, let's go. And now I have the box emote, so now I can punch people. So if DJ tries to hit my alpha, I can just start boxing you. Oh yeah, you got it too. Yeah, let's get it. Hang on. Let me get it as well. I need to face you. There we go. Yeah. The height difference is astounding. Let's go. It's fine. I'll beat your kneecaps. It's fine. I'm at the right height. You just get your kneecaps. It's so cute. I love it. It's a good emote. It's very fun. Ooh, we got some accessories. Nice. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial provenance of Dalmasca has already risen in rebellion. Which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Arenvold, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere. So we'll probably need to ask around. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yeah. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they uncover the trove during that occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Ferodic's stay. Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you'll be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arenvold, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks, whilst Ophelia makes the rounds in the Alamigan Quarter. Ha! And I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. Alright, I have to go investigate some people and see if they know anything about some treasure. Going on a treasure hunt adventure. Alright, so I need to go this way. Teleport over there. So yeah, the bit stuff, like, for putting emotes on screen and stuff like that, either it's really quick or I really just did not see it when you did it at all. So, but it's kind of weird that it doesn't give a notification about it. So, or like, it did on, like, not OBS, on Twitch's end on the activity feed, but it didn't give an alert out, so I didn't hear it. It's really strange. Someone took your cough meds? Oh no. Are you able to get any more at all, or? In the palace? No, not me, lass. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up on the Divine Audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say, I stayed as far away from that palace as possible. You know what? Fair. If I got told that if I behaved badly, I would get thrown off some steps, you know what? I would also just not be near those steps. That sounds pretty good. You got some more? Okay, good. You want to hear an old maid story, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he'd ordered. After a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. That's kind of spooky. Is it gonna be one of those things where it's like we find out actually that he wasn't actually mad, he was legit actually just being chased by assassins? Because I love stories like that. Because it's like, I don't know why, it's just like such an interesting thing of basically just being like, yeah, this person actually wasn't crazy. Like, they were legit just like being like chased by assassins. So, I don't know, I always like those sorts of twists. It's quite fun. Where's this other guy? Yep. Retired Rogan. I served at the pleasure of King Fordrick and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. Ugh. If your hell's bent on finding out what happened to the palace, head down the street here and ask Arnold. He was the king's head scribe. Okay. see you flying past me. Do you just grab the cutscenes, wait for me to read them, and then run away? Yes, I'm Ernold. What do you want of me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories? Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well. I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Feridic's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen? Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a few chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court Firmiturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Feridic's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. That's fucked up. Oh my god. Never mind, I think the guy might actually be crazy. Yeah, you are okay. That's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. How dare you skip stories? How dare you skip the cutscenes? But nah, I suppose it makes sense, like, if you're not wanting to read it and stuff, but at least you're listening to me read it out, so I suppose that's okay. You're getting the story somehow, so that's good. Okay. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I concluded that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Ophelia? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Turned into monsters? What could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Algeria who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said naught of the cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning her a yarn, do you think? Do you believe him, Ophelia? His fear seems genuine. He may have been lying. No, I think his fear seemed pretty genuine, to be honest, yeah. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Ernald's antidote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but I share my theory. There is a matter I would clarify. Arenvold, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Gaulian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say my Alamiga mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure-blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. In the end, she turned me out into the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamiga. A feral child got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal that I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With FFXIV's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arenvold, and I apologise. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Ophelia, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arenvold's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Yeah. I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. Ooh, I don't want any of these oh wait, no, healing, there we go. I do want the healing one. I am doing a healer-only playthrough, so please give me the healing gear, thank you. Well, I say gear, I think it's the accessories, it's his gear. It might be not as good as what I'm wearing now. Nope, the stuff I'm wearing is better. Thought I'd check anyway. No, my stuff, my treasure. Yeah, just... Would you like to hand over your money? No, I would actually like to take my money, thank you. You can still hit me while on the horse? Oh no. I'm dead. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourn to a more suitable location. In case a rival treasure hunter reveals our plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the south edge of Loxeld. Probably pronounced that place wrong, but we go with it. We ball. Okay, so now I need to make my way over to that way. The Mad King's Trove. We're going on an adventure for some treasure. It's been so long since I've done most of these quests that, like, I sort of remember what happens with some stuff, but other things I'm like, I can't remember, like, the little details, so it's really nice to be able to go through, like, the story again and pick up on details that I missed the first time round, so. Just fly? No, I forgot to go get the stuff again, because I'm a silly. I need to basically just spend a day, or, well, not a day, but I need to spend some time, one of the days that I'm off, to just, go around and get all the flying in the areas that I've already unlocked, so. Forgive me, it was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wish to have the lock in sight while I explain things. Prior to the Great Flood of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the Fifth Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. Yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loxeld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace, mentioned by FFXIV's former scribe, was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there simply not out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. FFXIV wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the King's Mad Trove? The Mad King's Trove? Precisely, and since we know that the court Thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers for the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not. Ophelia, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route within the ruins? While you do that, Arenvold and I will seek out an ensortled portal within the palace. Our swimming skills come into use once more. Let's go. Oh, I'm being booped. Get in on fire? No, I'm swimming. Don't you try and tell me to get in. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. How do I go down again? Or is this... There we go. I was like, is this too shallow? But no, we're good. Okay. Swim. I can get on my mount actually to make it faster. What is that emote you've put? Is it a goose? Oh, it's a goose. Okay, I couldn't see it because it's so small. The problem is with the restream chat as well, it doesn't play the emotes. It just shows the picture of the emote, so I can't actually see what the emote does unless I look to, like, the right side of my screen, which has the little chat lock, so... You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Alright, let's swim. Whew. Oh, there's someone else here. Alright. You have come to a worn stone door standing temporarily ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Goose doing a Fortnite dance? Oh, okay. Thank you. Ophelia, it's Elfino. We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? Well, I found this door. And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say we'll be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I took the liberty of calling for a friend to help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. The drowned city of Scala is now accessible. So I do find that funny that Arenvold's basically like, here's our fourth person. Because obviously, now that they've like done like the duty stuff, you can do it so you can just go in with NPCs. So it'll be you and 3 other NPCs. So I just find it funny that Arenvold's like, oh yeah, and now we suddenly have this 4th person with us. Here we go. Oh, that's quite funny. Right, enter the drowned city of Scala with a party of NPCs. There we go. Ah, there we go, yeah. It's Jamolva. She was in the other one, I believe, as well, so. Right, here we go. First dungeon of post-Stormblood content. And it's a very, very pretty place. It's filled with so much water. So much water. Righty, here we go. Oh, let me put some... Bring out Eos. Put some shields up. Oh no, my portrait broke. No. That's fine. Start hitting these guys, and then Arenvold will grab the aggro off me after. Goose doing a Fortnite dance. I've seen that they've added a lot more stuff into Fortnite recently as well, actually. There was, oh, what was it they released? Oh, someone was saying it the other day and I can't remember now what it was. My memory is terrible. Must have been like a singer or something. I have actually played Fortnite recently, actually. Speaking of that, like, Goose Dance. And the current season has cars that, like... So, like, obviously there's cars normally in Fortnite, but this season literally revolves around, like, you building up, like, a really, really cool car to fight with. So it's got like unbreakable tires. It's got like what else has it got? It's got like one of those like scoopers at the front that's sometimes got like spikes on it and stuff. So it's meant to be you're meant to be doing like car on car combat, and it's really fun actually. I was playing it with Zuri the other day, and it was actually really good. They've clearly put like a lot of thought into like how the combat's gonna work with the cars. So yeah, it was actually really good. So, which to be fair, the Fortnite stuff's been good since they removed the building aspect to it, because the building aspect was awful. I'll be honest. Like I know some people liked it, but it didn't make sense to me. I'll be honest. And like trying to like hide yourself by just building up like this massive fortress, just not my cup of tea. But and I've been enjoying Apex as well. Actually, just thinking of another shooter that I've played recently. I'm really glad I've got back into Apex with Moth. She's such a delight. She's really lovely. I've met some really great people who are doing VTubing. Like a lot of people who I do a lot of collabs with. Worg, Cypher, Moth, AT. I've just met some like really awesome people. Raven. Just getting all gushy, but I'm really glad to have met some really wonderful people while doing this. So I'm very lucky. That's true. You as well, DJ. You are included. Even though we don't really collab much, but you are included. Like just even people that I don't do stuff with, like just meeting like people like who've joined my community and stuff. Like it feels awesome. It really does. Just nice to meet so many wonderful people that I just would never have met like in person because we all live in different places. So it's just a surreal feeling, but it's nice at the same time. So switch that on. The dungeon takes a little bit slow when it's just NPCs because they usually just attack what's coming through. So I try and pull a little bit extra if I can, just to try and speed things up just a tad. But I have to be careful because, I mean, luckily I'm the healer, so I can just heal up the NPCs and stuff, but sometimes it can get a little bit too much because sometimes the NPCs they decide not to dodge some things, so it gets a little bit risky. I did a whoops and had you mute. Oh no, it's okay, don't worry. I was basically just being all like sappy and basically being like, I've met so many wonderful people and stuff, like not just through like collabing with them, but also like just people joining the community as well who've been watching the stream. So I was just being all gushy and being so thankful for everyone. Probably just because I had a terrible brain last night, just being silly and bringing myself down for no reason. So.
Down with you.
Alright, we're fighting the Kelpie. Which I think you can get this one as a mount, I believe. Okay, so the trick with this fight is that they're going to do like push and pulls, so we need to look for which is going to happen. This one, they are doing a pull, so we need to run away. Your brain did that thing as well when you were doing Warhammer. How come when you were doing Warhammer? I mean, I suppose brains are silly. You don't need a specific thing to happen for it to happen. So yeah, brains are very silly.
Leave it to me.
Oop. Yeah, if you've got AoEs to run to the corners, it's just easier to do. And then put those in the middle. And then we're gonna be doing a push, so we need to go towards him. Wait. Whee! And then just avoid the puddles, because they do damage, so. Rising Seas. Torpedo, that's tank. Rising Seas, that's me. Oh, I need to go put this into it. Oh, different corner, different corner, different corner. I nearly ran to where one of the NPCs was going. Okay, what's this? Push or pull? It is a pull. So run away. There we go. This fight's pretty simple. There's just a couple of mechanics that the Kelpie does over and over again, so. Alright. I'll grab the coffer just to see if there's any healing gear. No, that's casting, so we don't want that. Get rid of that. Alright, continue on. Saying that in Warhammer Chaos Bane, I meant Klempt. And for the VA for him is Torben's Keith Silverstain, and also Zhongli and Genshin Impact, and in Skyrim a lot. Oh, okay, interesting. I've been seeing a lot of voice actors recently, like been doing a lot of like different content. I only know what they're from because they keep doing like TikToks of being like, I'm a voice actor, and then they'll do like the voice of the character that they play. Which I do kind of love when they show off like what characters they are and stuff, because it's definitely interesting to see the difference between the voices that they do for each franchise. So let's go for this big guy. Just gonna put this on Arenvold, and then if he gets too low, it'll auto heal him. Should really be doing AoE. Hit one's nearly down. And he's down. Thank you guys so much for sticking through the ads. If you need to go get a drink, go get some stretchies, or go get some food while we're doing this dungeon, then feel free to do so. Just going to be running around doing these fights, so it is fun to see. Because it's always interesting to see the different fights and like what bosses do what and stuff, so, but if you need a good chance to go get stuff now, would be the best time during the ads, so. Okay, and that's done. Run. Run. I completely misheard stretchies. Oh! What did it sound like I say? Because sometimes that might just be my accent, so I'm sorry. Hi, Stubgy. Hi, Cassie. How you doing, lovely? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. Can we continue this? We can. Alright. Get over here, you guys. Get over here. Gonna make Arenvold work. Gonna make him work as a tank. I mean, it also makes me work as a healer too, so, you know, back and forth, back and forth. I thought you said striptease? Oh, no, that's very different. That's very different. I mean, if that's what you get, like, you know, in your own time, that's entirely up to you. You know, if you want to just have a striptease during an ad break, then go ahead. You know, that's completely up to you. But I'm sorry if my accent made it sound like I said that. Which is, I mean, I'd not say no. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'd not say no. Oh, that's funny. You're extremely tired. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I think today's just kind of like an exhausting kind of day, you know? Just like not. Everyone's kind of feeling a bit tired, so maybe it's because it's Friday and it's getting close to the weekend, so everyone's just kind of fed up and just wants to get to the weekend already. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Cassie. It would be a very short one depending on the length of the ad break. True. I don't think I run mine too long because it's what it says 90 seconds, so like a minute and a half. So not too long, right? Yep, pull those all together. Just do some damage. Get some healies up. I mean, there is, you know, some people would say that a minute and a half is enough time, you know? Some more damage. Some more heals. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Cassie. Yeah, just, I wasn't feeling so well earlier. I had a bit of like I think now it probably wasn't quite as bad as a migraine. I think it probably was just like a really, really nasty headache. So it only lasted for like 45 minutes. I've still got it lingering, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was just. Like, it was awful. And then I had a nosebleed, because my medication just sometimes causes my nose to bleed. It just does it, so, but no, I'm feeling okay. I think I'm really glad that I did decide to stream in the end, because I am actually, like, really, really enjoying this. And I really wanted to continue the plot. Like, I just wanted to keep us going, you know, I want to get closer to Shadowbringers. So I'm really glad that I streamed, because it's like, we're getting closer and closer now, so. And, you know, hopefully you guys are having a good time, at least. I'm having a really great time, so. I know I'm not chatting as much, because, sometimes I just get a bit too, like, focused on the game, so, but. Trying my best to be as chatty as I can and stuff, so. Okay, so this is where we transform into little guys, just little guys. We have to, like, put bombs down to blow these up. Yep. And then we transform back. You. Okay.
Leave it to me.
I do love the little voice lines that they do as well. This is why I do the NPC stuff for the stream. Is because you just get little voice lines from each character that you just wouldn't obviously get when you're doing it in a normal duty with other players. So I just feel like you miss out on so many little details about the different NPCs if you don't do it. So definitely very fun to do it this way. Okay, so we need to put more bombs down. Okay, nearly done. There we go. Okay, last little bit of crits. And he's nearly dead. And dead. Let's go. Alright, any healing gear? Ooh. Ah, not as good as my normal gear, so. But does it look cute? It looks kinda cute. Not gonna lie. She can't see shit, but it looks kinda cute. So I might keep it for glamour reasons, but she can't see a dang thing in this hat. She can't see a dang thing. Oh, yeah, no, I'll keep that for glamour purposes. It's kind of great. She can't see a dang thing. Oh, okay, I remember this dungeon. So there used to be platforms, right? I'll show you when we get there. But there's like, oh, you can see it here actually. So you see this gap, right? So now what they do is they make a little platform that goes across here. But when you used to do this dungeon, you had to transform into like this like ghosty thing and float across. Sometimes people would mess it up and like it would kill them and stuff, or like they just wouldn't know what to do, so people would be like, you need to go there and blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff. So they had to change it because I think people were just like either failing it or just weren't understanding what was going on. So they've kind of made it easier now by just giving you a bridge to walk over, which I don't know, I preferred the old way. I preferred being a spooky little ghost, you know? Who doesn't want to be a spooky little ghost, you know? I definitely preferred the old way that you did this dungeon. Oh, run out. Okay, one of them's about to die. There we go. Switch to single DPS. Yeah, I'll see in a moment that it's gonna put the bridge across, which, again, lame choice, I'll be honest. Lame choice, FF14. Look at that. Just a bridge. I want to be able to turn into a ghost and just float over. Like, it'd be that guy. So you see the guy that's there, the floaty. The Zambito. You turn into one of those and you just float across. But now they just give you a little bridge. It's like, that's the worst change. The worst change, in my opinion, that they did. Because it was way funnier when you floated across, honestly. It just looked fun as well. Lame change. Ooh, let's get a few off now. I try and take the debuffs off people as best I can, especially with NPCs, but sometimes some of them it's like, the debuff is so, like, it's such a short countdown, so it's like, there's no point in me assuring it. Whereas there for Alphino, there we go, he got heavied again, so it's a little bit of a longer debuff, so. And heavy in this game means that you move so slowly, so. He keeps walking into it, alright, I'm not taking it off you again, Alphino, you can deal with it yourself now. If you get hit with it so many times anyway, the cooldown gets lower and lower each time, so. So if he's just gonna keep getting hit by it, that's on him. That's all him. That's all you, buddy. Okay, last one. There we go. Alright, next part. Alright, let's see if we get any more. Actually, no, oh wait, no, because the gear's not good, but I might still want it for glamour. Okay, that's slaying, we don't want that. Healer gear only, please. I'm gonna be a little bit of a silly and I'm gonna pull these guys too. I'm gonna try and make it a bit faster. Hey Arenvold, I brought you some more friends! Please kill them! Please kill them, thank you. Need to make sure I keep him alive now after making him grab so many more enemies. I'm basically doing his job of like the tank of being like, let's just go pull everything, so. Oh, I didn't mean to do the AoE version there, but it's fine. Why does he keep moving them? Oh, he just keeps backing them into this corner, okay. Interesting. Get focused on him, just heal him. He should be good for now. I'll give him that. Okay, I shouldn't need to focus on him anymore because there's only 3 enemies. You shouldn't take that much damage from these guys. I'll put my fairies auto healing up anyway. That should be fine. Alright, one more. Alright, these guys got this, so I'm just gonna run. Oh, there we go. Cutscene. Alright, last boss. Last boss of the dungeon. He's a big spooky boy. Rogue. Yeah, I can just run through here as well. I remember, like, say if the NPCs are fighting like one last enemy, I could start running towards the boss, and then once the NPCs are done, they'll just start sprinting back to me. Alright, here we go. Roderick Poison Tongue, which is a pretty badass name. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see if I can remember what happens in this dungeon. Oh, yes, okay, I remember now. You don't see his attacks. Like, it doesn't show you what attacks he's doing, other than visuals. So that one we need to get out, because he's gonna spin. Oh no, just do it behind, but still. You basically get shown what he's gonna do, so by visuals only, it doesn't tell you. Another another fun thing as well. If you're unsure and you're doing an NPC dungeon, just follow the NPCs. They know where the safe zone is. Look away. That's on me. I need to make sure that people don't get hit with that. Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna hit me. What? Okay, I call BS on that one. I was definitely out of that one. I was definitely out of that one. Now I have 2 cookies. No, not the 2 cookies.
Leave it to me.
Oh, another one. Put this in the middle. Raise his tail, get in front of him.
Try this.
We'll get out. Healed up. Raises his claw, it's gonna go for the tank. Nearly there. Let's go. Put that out of the way so people don't take damage. In the middle. Smash? Don't say smash, look away. Tank. Or just forward. Basically at the tanks. The tank's always in the forward position. Lasers. Oh no, his tail. Oh, I don't know how to read. In the middle. Oh no, out. Don't be in the middle of that. That will definitely hurt some people. I need to move that away from everyone. Now avoid the lasers. Now he's about to die. Come on. Just kill him. Yes! First dungeon of post Stormblood complete. Ooh, press the wrong button. Okay, that's it. Right, let's see if we get any. Do we get anything from this dungeon extra other than gear? No, just gear. I didn't even give me gear that I wanted. I did get a card though. Nice. Got a card for Triple Triad because they have a card game in this game and it's pretty good. Awoo! Thank you, Shittenberg. Thank you, lovely. Oh, this might be voiced.
'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Alright, that was a short little voice cutscene. I'm wondering how they managed to get it all back though. That was a lot of treasure. I'm assuming they just went and told people, like, here's some treasure, let's all go collect it together, I guess. Because that was a lot of treasure. Arnold and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Aye, without your help, I'd reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like like how you reeled at the sight of that floating spectre, you mean? I wish you could have seen the look on your own face, Alphino. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and that is all that matters. Yeah, bully Alphino.
Zombro VT just redeemed Pat the Zombie.
Zombro! Hello, lovely. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the head pats. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. We're just doing the post-Stormblood MSQ, so we're making our way towards Shadowbringers, which is very, very exciting. How are you doing today, lovely? Thank you so much. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lee should be the first. Seconded. She is bound to be delighted. If I'm no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course. Don't let us keep you. Thanks again. And say hello to Vimar for me. Now then, there is a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lise is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? Let's do it. Oh no! It's a bean! Look at this creature. Look at this creature. Look at it. It's so cursed. It's so cursed being an FF14. Get out of here. Oh. It's kind of a fun event though. It's just a bit silly. Which is, you know, it's always fun when they do silly crossovers like that. And I suppose it's in the Gold Saucer, so it's like, it's not part of like the main plot or anything like that, but it's in the Gold Saucer, so you can do it as like little side content stuff. It is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's not bad. Oh no, yeah, they had an FF14 and Fall Guys collab, so, which, you know, always fun. Like, it's a fun collab. You just struggle if your ping is a little bit low and stuff, so. Or high. I can't remember which way round ping works, but yeah. I think it's high ping that makes it worse. Oh my god, it's the Fall Guy. Not the Fall Guy. Oh my god, it's Ryan Gosling? It's Mr. Guy. That was a good film, actually. The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, I think was in it. That film was really good. I really enjoyed that. It's Mr. Guy, first name Fall. We don't talk about first name basis. Oh, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna like the answer. I keep changing Orenvold's accent every time, and I can't stick to one, so. But I did say at the beginning I would not be doing very good very good voices, so it's fine. You're joking? The Mad King's trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Ophelia and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote that it goes towards elevating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. But, if there's as much as you say... Arnvold did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I have taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have Ed for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you can give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Oh, deep breaths. Tell me, what's happened? And Bob's gathered outside the headquarters and they've started making demands. You'd best come see for yourself. Uh-oh. We've only just started freeing this place and everyone's already going into like mad rushes about what demands they want and stuff. Very, very chaotic indeed.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on?
Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
I know you're right, I do, but I can't.
Aw. That seems rough. It's like, yeah, I can completely fucking understand where they're all coming from, but like, yeah. Robin coming in and saving the day. I bloody knew it. Yeah, it's such a... it's so funny how, like, you can clearly hear, like, the British, accent coming through in a lot of these voices. It's really funny, but I bloody knew it. It's so good. But yeah, the guy's right, and like the people were right. They literally lost their loved ones to this person, but it's like, yeah, we need to figure out where the ones that are actually still alive are. So it's, yeah, it's a lot. Right. There we go. I'm really loving the FF7 rebirth with Katie, and all of the Scottishisms as well. Really, I think it's funny when like when people that like I don't know, I just think voice acting in general, I think sometimes like with characters that you're reading and stuff, it's always interesting to hear how the streamer like does the voices and stuff, so but I can imagine with Katie doing it, you have like all the Scottish coming through. That's really fun. I love that. Oh, thanks, Robin. Listening to that anger, I could feel myself being swept away. It is a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas the same rage that brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over, all the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here, with reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often, and someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even sought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. Thank you guys so much for sticking through the ads. If you need to go get up, get a stretch, have a bit of a drink, get some food, please do so. Look after yourselves. Self-care is very, very important. I'll probably end up dipping for a break, probably in like half an hour, I think, maybe. So that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and the Quirkrin to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Bah! Can't read today. Don't think I can read any day, I'll be honest. Let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated and everyone who didn't resist? Then there would be no one left, and we'd have been no better than Fedoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of her past. A moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye. Unforgivable things. But, in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come to join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Do not let your emotions colour your judgment when she does. I don't have a voice deep enough for you, Raubin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My voice does not go deep enough for a Raubin voice. I'm sorry. You've the commander's permission to enter them? Yes.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
something! My husband and daughter are in danger!
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of Arn.
We're citizens! We have rights!
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to
Alpha
survive.
Bravo 94 just redeemed Pet the Zombie.
Traitors! Traitors!
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Vidola, please! You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods! What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honouring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes, wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay! You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why? Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
Dun, dun, dun. That was a lot in like one little bit there, but basically, since you haven't been for the other streams, Fordola basically led the charge against Alamigo with the Garleans, who are at least so far in the storyline are the bad guys. We say bad guys, quote unquote, because it's very much more complicated than that. It's people involved in a war. You know, they're following leadership and that sort of stuff, so it's very, it's very a lot of morally grey, I guess. It's a very grey zone of what's happening right now with this war, but basically, she helped basically be involved in a lot of people dying, and then, she's got captured, obviously, now, and she's got, what's called the Echo, which that flashback that we had, that's called the Echo, and that allows us to see like stuff that happened in the past and stuff like that. She's also got it as well, because it's been manipulated with her and stuff like that. So basically, we saw her past, she saw our past. So we saw that obviously her dad gets killed by a stone, which like that cutscene in itself is so fucked. Like, yeah, sure, like, you consider these people traitors and stuff like that, but you literally just murdered some poor girl's dad with a rock to the head. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, I don't, like, part of me, like, I don't like Fordola, right now because of, like, everything she's fucking done and stuff like that, but, like, I fucking feel for her, though. Like, she witnessed her dad die so brutally, like, fuck, like, of course, no wonder she wants to revenge him. It's so fucked. It's such a fucked situation. But yeah, so that's basically what's happened here, is basically there was a war. The war is kind of still going on, but we managed to take out the big leader bad guy that was happening, which was Xenos, that he got mentioned in there. We managed to kill him. And basically now it's like the after bit of the war, which is basically like there's still a lot of stuff happening, we're still fighting, but we won a big majority of it so far, so now it's just kind of a case of sorting everything out after the war, basically. So it's trying to save the people that have been taken away, avenge people that have died, figure out what's going on, and that sort of thing. So that's currently the plot point, is the aftermath of war is happening. So is basically the way to summarize it up. So yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. And it's just like, she's obviously not a good person, like, for all the bad shit she's done, but also at the same time, I can fucking see why she became bad. Because holy fuck, like, yeah. Hi, Halo! Welcome on in, lovely. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Also, hi, Bravo. I know I couldn't say hello to you properly because you came in during the voice cutscene, but I hope you're having a good day as well, lovely. Thank you for the head pats when you came in earlier. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hello. Are you winning the fantasies? Yes, kind of, I think. We've just had a big war, so now we're kind of doing stuff, so. You're at work clearing some stuff. Oh, well, hopefully work goes nice and fast for you so you can get home and do your Final Fantasy Fridays, so. I don't know what we solved. I don't know if we've solved anything exactly, but we've given $4 something to think about at least. Aye, and I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Ophelia, but the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between the one who was born with the Echo and the one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Frames have been scouring that research facility ever since the Liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? Enjoying the hockey finals and we are winning the games 3-0. One more win and we win the finals. Ooh, best of luck to your team then, bravo. That's awesome. Fingers crossed. Alright, which way do I go? I'm lost. Which way? Can I go around here? Yeah, I can go around here. I can't fly in this area yet, so I have to run around. I forgot to go get some of the flying quests off screen, so. Alright. But yeah, hopefully I can explain some stuff to you, Zar, without... I'm trying to say stuff without also spoiling as well, because like there's some stuff coming up that like explains a lot of things too, but obviously that's like coming up later, so it's like, you know, the spoiler. But yeah, it's kind of hard to explain stuff as well when like this is not the middle of a story, because like there's so many expansions in this game. We're about to get our what, 6th expansion for this game with Dawn Trail. So I'm trying to think of how to explain stuff, like, for someone that's just come in the middle of it all, you know? So. General Alden is inside eye. Will you be joining him? Yes. Let me in, please, thank you. Alright. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it? Yes, as expected she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arenvold noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having some visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organise the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance if you had time to lend a hand. Gotta go rummage for some stuff. Magitech pod. The device in which Kryl was held seems even more ominous now that you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and have been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Anything up here? Where's the other piece? What's it there? Go, 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 go. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perish from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. They literally had the life sucked out of them. Look how many bodies there are. Look at all this. Look at all this. Jeez. So fucked. So fucked. Are we investigating war crimes? Literally, yes. Literally, yes, Halo. That is indeed what is happening right here. We're absolutely investigating war crimes because this is a crime and it happened during the war. And it's awful. It's actually awful. So bad. And some are potatoes. Yeah, some of them are indeed lalafels. That's you can tell by how the different sizes of the corpse. Like this one, over here, next to me here, that tiny one, that's definitely a lalafel. And then you get to one all the way at the back over here, and that's definitely a Rogadon. They're huge. But yeah, it's fucked. It's so fucked. Yeah. I mean, war crimes are kind of par for the course for FF history, ain't it? That's true, Tank. That's true. Welcome on in, by the way, Tank. Hope you're having a good day, lovely. But yeah, this part especially is just... it's awful. Just to think about it, it's awful. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Ophelia, shall we start with you? I did something that I've not done in a long time. You opened your window. Nice. I can't open my windows because I have cats, and they will go out the window, and then they're allowed outside. So. Just gonna take a quick sip. Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enchantment procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case, Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's aura? Or Kryl's echo? Oh no, DJ, no. I believe so. Which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day, yet she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it would do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Ysael was completely transformed by a single glimpse into Hraesvelgar's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the Echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can for these god-forsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. Stubborn butthole. Hi, Woog! Welcome on in, lovely. How's your video stuff going along? It's currently thundering here. I've usually pulled electrical plugs from the wall because my parents told me when I was a child. Apparently it's not necessary if the power lines run underground, like they do where I live. I'll see if that's true and if the fuses will do their jobs before my new power supply is destroyed. From my little knowledge of thunderstorms, because I actually have a phobia of thunderstorms, I believe the whole fuse thing is like a long time ago, and it used to be like, I think like televisions used to have like a fuse in it that like when it was plugged into like the main lines, if there was a thunderstorm, they were very likely prone to explode. I don't think like nowadays tech wise, like with wires and stuff, I don't think any of that exists anymore, so I think you should be absolutely fine. I think it was like really old like TVs and wiring and stuff like that, so like while it is true, nowadays that isn't likely to happen at all because everything's been like coated like electricals. Again, I don't know the full tech behind it, but basically from what I've been told, that's not likely to happen nowadays because our tech's now more advanced and stuff, so basically is the gist of it. You took a lunch break and now I'm about to get back into it. Hey, I wish you all the best with it, Werg. I hope it goes amazing for you, lovely. So, I'm looking forward to seeing some more of your videos. I'm just so excited. Thank you guys for sticking through the ad break. If you need to go get a stretch, a hydrate, or some food, please do so. Self-care is very important. Go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Rauben. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realise how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do even after everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? There's a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Uldar, or start again in the land of their birth. Ophelia, a moment. I am newly returned from Uldar with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. I think if the lightning hits the power lines, it could probably destroy electronics plugged in to the mains, but yeah, it might have been a lot worse a long time ago. Yeah, I think there's, like, measurements in place now that stop stuff like that happening, like, stuff with, like... I'm gonna Google it, because I don't want to sit here and just spout information I don't know. Can thunderstorms damage computers? Let's have a look. Oh, well, yeah. So apparently it can depend on where you live. So, like, if you've got, like, vulnerable power grids in your country, then, like, when it comes to bad weather and stuff, that would, like, affect it. But, like, modern computers have protections against power surges that come from power outages. Don't know about quickly repeating ones, though. You should always use those extension cords with surge protectors anyway. So, yeah, by the sounds of it, it's, like, most modern-day computers now are built with surge protectors, so if anything was to happen, like electrical lines getting shocked by electricity, your computer would be fine. So, you should be good. I double check, like, the stuff that you got, just in case, but, like, I'm pretty sure, like, nowadays modern computers have, like, surges and stuff. I know you don't want to... I think, if I remember correctly, you don't want to plug your computer into the main socket anyway. You want to plug it into a core, like a extension cable, because I think if you directly put it into a wall, if something does surge, it can go wrong, but like if you've got an extension cable, I think that's fine. So I know my computer, I have it on an extension cable, and then the extension cable is the plug that's in the wall. So I think if you had it directly plugged into the wall, that's the case. So if you're worried about that, I would look into getting to an extension cable and put your PC plugs and like your monitor plugs, all that sort of stuff, in the extension cable, and then plug the extension cable into the wall. If you're like really worried about that, I'm pretty sure that's something. But again, I'm not a tech person. It's just from what I heard from people who do know tech things. So so just take that with a grain of salt. Or a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Extension to the wall, surge protector to the extension. There we go. Thank you, Bravo! Bravo does tech stuff, so Bravo would definitely know. So thank you. I was half right with it, I think. Or at least I got some of it right, so there we go. Thank you, Bravo. You're the best. Yes, we'd all like to know about those. Alphino. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphino. But not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Ophelia. We're not all deemed to question royalty. Alright, I guess we're gonna go see the Sultana. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasures to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Arenvold? I'm at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organise a squad to head down to the ruins, and I'll start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Ophelia. Don't hit the Lala. No. No. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. We get to go see Nanamo. And also Surge Protector is not an end solution. It can only handle 1 or 2 surges. Keep an eye on the Surge Protector lights to know that it's not dead after the surge. I appreciate you giving the advice, Bravo. There you go. Hopefully that should help you out, Guitar Boy, if you're a bit worried about it. Feel free to, like, I'm sure Bravo wouldn't mind you asking questions and stuff, so. Thank you, Bravo, for answering. I was looking at it online, and I was like, some of these answers are like, from people, and I was like, I don't know if I could just trust some random stranger on the line, online. I suppose I'm trusting Bravo, and he is, I guess, technically a random stranger, so. I charge for advice? No. Triple to DJ? Oh my god. Can we pet the Lala? You can pet the Lala, if you want to pet the Lala. You just have to be careful of the horns, though. You know, they might be a bit pointy, so just be careful of the Lala's horns. Which I'm still really happy that I put horns on her outfit. So she looks really cute with the outfit and then the little horns. I really like it. Okay, let's go see the Sultana. Where do I need to go? The promenade. Hello, DJ. run. You are expected, my lady. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy. The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure? Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Isn't she dead? Oh, okay. So if you weren't here, this would have been a bit ago, so you might not remember. This was literally between ARR and Heavenswood, so this was like months ago that we did this. So basically she got poisoned, but Lalafels have a resistance to poison that's pretty high, so she ended up not dying. Like, she was really, really sick. Like, really sick. But she didn't end up dying or anything like that. She ended up recovering and stuff, so she recuperated and all that. So yeah, she didn't die. It looked like she died because obviously she was poisoned. But yeah, it's within the lore that Lalafels actually have a pretty good resistance to poison. So like, depending on like obviously how high the dose is, it could kill her. But I think the dose that she was given basically just rendered her really sick. So she had to be bedridden for like a while, I think. But yeah, no, she's fine. She's all good. She recovered. She was all good. And then we ended up catching the guy that did it, so. But yeah, that was a while ago, so I don't blame you for even not remembering, or if you weren't here for when it happened, that's super fine. So, but yeah, she's all good. She's here. He wants to go on an adventure with me? With me? Little old me? Puts fingertips together. Little old me? She's so sweet as well. Right, so I need to go find her outside the quicksand. On the mini cacpot, you got 1, 2, 3. Nice. Get you that 10,000 MGP. Let's go. Quicksand. Oh my god, it's someone dressed as the Vanu. And then someone called Night Night. Everyone's got repeating names. Ah. Someone's cosplay. This is actually like a a race in the game is the Vanu Vanu. So someone's going deep into the RP. Where is she? Hello, Nanamo. Oh, she looks so cute in her outfit. Oh, she's so pretty. What do you think of Lilira, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papashan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventurers, you have met people from all walks of life, in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gate of Nold. She's so pretty. She's such a nice Lala. I need to go. Yeah, through here. Just outside the gates. She's over here. Look upon this procession of tattered tents. These refugees camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Fanaland's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Uldar. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity, yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You have done your best, Your Grace. Then my best has not been good enough. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy hair. Oh. Yeah, it's very clear that she's blaming herself for the refugees being outside the city and not being able to come in. I suppose she's feeling all depressed as well because she might be about to lose her best friend pretty much, so depending on how he feels about wanting to either stay in Uldar or go back to his homeland, so where is she? There she is. It was here, in this unholy, unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in eastern Fanalan when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Ralban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monastrates, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a bedabbled puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens, quite unaware of the consequences of my actions, what have you for you and yours? I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price in my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monastery's damnable games. Forgive me for my outburst. You are one of the few people who I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Uldar and visit the Colosseum. Uldar. Is there anything you're trying to get from the Cacpok DJ? Or because I know there's a mount that you can get. There's like an 8-person mount, but that's like 4 million MGP, so it's like a lot. I mean, if you're going on like every day and doing the Cacpot and getting involved in like the fashion week and stuff like that, I suppose you could start getting a lot of MGP to save up for it eventually, but it's a lot. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully obvious of what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come to that enagamous chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Rauben. The match I had been invited to attend not at all was what I expected. They had pitted the bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Rauben to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Rauben had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theatre. But as you know, Rauben is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate, and then I had my blade. I was pressing the head pat button instead of muting, so whoops.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Rabon!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Uldar, and so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Uldar!
Oh, I love their friendship so much. It's so sweet. I checked and the extension cord I'm using has an integrated surge protector. I'm not sure how good that is though. I thought about getting a UPS, but I've only experienced 1 power outage in the 5 years I've lived here, and that was during a maintenance that was announced in advance. I don't think I'll do anything more to protect my stuff from thunderstorms. I'm not really that worried. Yeah, to be honest, like nowadays, like stuff like extension cords and stuff is all good. It's got the surge protectors on, so I think you'd be absolutely fine, Guitar. But yeah, I'm glad you're not worried about it. So, and I'm glad we could learn some stuff from it, because I sort of knew a little bit about like power surges and stuff, but I appreciate Bravo coming in and explaining it more. So yeah, learn something new every day. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There were others who cared deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is as that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Ralban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Oh. Right, I'm gonna go take a quick BRB, because I need to go get some stretchies, go get some, maybe a little bit of food and such. So I will be back in about maybe like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. How are you doing, lovely? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in, lovely. Hey, yo. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Your TikTok is nothing? Oh, is your your TikTok is nothing but the dirt, man? Good! I'm glad. But Marth, have you put a little bit of dirt under your pillow for the dirt man? In case he comes to town. It's so good. I love that song so much. It's your fault. I am now good. If any of you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a song on TikTok made by a guy that's literally just him singing, put a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man in case he comes to town. And it's just like a silly little parody song, but it's so funny. It's like plagued my mind for ages. I love it so much. But yes, I will be back, yeah, in probably about like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go get some stretchies, a drink and some food and stuff. And you guys should all do the same. Go look after yourself. Self-care is very important, not just for us streamers, but for the viewers as well. I know you're good, don't worry, Muff. I will be back soon. But yes, everyone else go take a break, and we will be back shortly and continue with our little MSQ talking with Nanimo. So yeah, I will be back in a bit. See you guys in a minute. Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I took a little bit. Went to go see if the cats were good as well. Food! Your mum got KFC? Oh, not Kentucky Fried Chocobo, no. I know sometimes they do actually do, like events with KFC as well, which is kind of fucked up. He's okay, and let you put... Oh, you put your lasagna in the oven? Oh, nice. We're having burgers tonight. We're finally eating the burgers that we were supposed to eat, like, a couple of days ago. So... Because I accidentally bought ones that were, like, really big. And we have an air fryer. So it's like... And my air fryer is quite small. It's like one of those, like, smaller round ones. But these burgers are huge. So it's like, we're gonna have to put one in, like, one at a time. So it's gonna take so long to cook these burgers. Because we don't have an oven, because our kitchen's like really, really small. So I have to have an air fryer. So it's just, oh, it's gonna take so long. Hi Kitty, how are you doing, lovely? Double girls, I know. How that do it, man. I'm so sorry if any of you guys follow me on TikTok and just see me retweeting so many videos about the Dirt Man. He's in your walls? Oh no. I'm not even kidding you. I've got like such a big like itch in my brain about like the Dirt Man. I genuinely want to get art commissioned of Stubbs like putting dirt under her pillow and then the Dirt Man just being in the background watching. Like I've got such a like an itch in my brain. It's like I need to get this as art so badly. I love it so much. That would be hilarious. I know, but I don't have any money at the moment. I just bought some sub badges, which the artist that I've got them from is very, very sweet, and they said that they'd be ready in August, so they're definitely going to be ready before my debut. And like their art is so nice, so I was like, I'm happy with that. And then I'm paying my sister for emotes. We've managed to sort out how much she wants. So I need to save up money for that, so I can't spend any of that, because I need to save it for her to give. She's doing like... I think she's doing like 23 emotes for me. So I told... She was like, you can give me like... less... You can give me like 50 quid or something like that, and I was like, no, I'm giving you like double that, please. Like, I know you're my sister, but like, I want to pay you properly. And like, still, that's really cheap for like that fucking many emotes. Like, that's still really cheap. But to be fair, with her pricing, like she's got quite low prices. Like her emotes are like £5 each, basically. And then like the more emotes you get, the cheaper it gets, basically. So like that's how she does her pricing. So she was like, oh, okay, we'll do £100 and stuff. And I'm like, I'm probably still gonna give her more though. still probably gonna give her more. I know her birthday's coming up as well, so in literally like 4 days, so I'm probably gonna get her something too. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm paying you properly. Don't try and cheat me out just because we're related. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I got sub badges coming up, got emotes coming up. I don't know if I'm going to get overlays or not, because these overlays are kind of nice, and they do still fit the theme of, like, having, like, the corgi colours and, like, the blood for the zombie sort of stuff, and, like, you know, it's got, like, the corgi ears and stuff. My only problem is the screen, because it's rounded. I feel like, sometimes, like, with games, it cuts off some stuff, and it's, like, really awkward to, like, overlay it and stuff, so I might see if the artist is still, like, the artist who I commissioned these from, I might see if they've got their stuff open, and might message them and say, like, can I pay you to, like, just get a different gaming overlay or something. I don't know, maybe I'll get some ones from scratch, I'm not sure yet, but I'll see how things go. But right now, any money that I get from, like, donations or subs or anything like that, it's all going towards stuff for the debut, so... Right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all so much for your support. Thank you. I'm so excited to debut in September. I'm like, I'm nervous, but like, it's weird. Like, I'm nervous because like I've debuted before, so I know like what it is to like debut and stuff. So it's technically a re-debut because it's like my 2.0 and stuff. But I don't know. Every time it's still like nerve-wracking. So I mean, you guys have seen what she's gonna look like anyway, so it's not like I'm completely showing her off, for the first time. Like, you know what she looks like, but like, I can't wait to show you guys the model. I'm so pumped. Like, S'more is, like, so far with the art, she's done an amazing job. I haven't seen the rigging yet, because Cade's, I think S'more's just finishing off some stuff, and then Cade's gonna rig it. But, I'm so excited. It'll be cool to see her emotion. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Like, I haven't seen her emotion yet, but I know as soon as I start seeing her emotion, I'm gonna start crying, probably, because I'll be like, this is amazing. Ah, this is gonna be me. I just need a new webcam now. That's probably something I should actually put money towards buying first, is a webcam. One that's not, like, busted. So, like, the webcam itself works. It's the little stand. So maybe I could still probably use the webcam, but I'd need to find a way to keep it still and from falling. Because basically, if I put it up onto... if I put it up onto something, it keeps, like, flopping down. Because, like, the little... I think it's on a ball. Like, the little ball it's on, it's, like, kind of fucked. So, like, the webcam just starts, like, slowly falling down, basically. It's really annoying. But, I don't know, maybe I could find a way to sort it out and stop it from moving or something. I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see her. I can't wait to see her myself. I can't wait to see her emotion. Like, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. And I don't know what I'm doing for it properly. All I know is that I'm doing my debut, and I'm gonna, like, do, like, some stuff, like, introduce the model, talk about stuff, and then I was thinking about doing a subathon, just because, like, I feel like a lot of people do, like, subathons with, like, their debuts and stuff like that, so I thought, oh, I could do the same, that's fine, it's whatever. But, like, I don't know whether to do, like, some party games with people, like, bring people on the stream, and we can play some games together. I think that'd be really cool. Just have a little play around and see what games are out then, because I know there's a lot of, like, party games coming up, so we can see what happens. But I'd love to have people come on the stream as well and be here. That would be awesome. But we can sort that out at a closer time, so not a problem. Alright. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan Sworn for long, and there are other places I would wish I would visit. To the Arazanif Asure. I don't know how that's pronounced. You got the spicy stuff as well. What, the KFC? Oh god, no, I can't deal with spicy food. I'm not built for spicy food, I'm afraid. I'm probably the whitest white gal you've met, because I just don't deal well with spicy food, and also, just to be honest, heat sometimes, like, you know, like when things are like, they're not spicy, but they're like hot. Sometimes I can't even deal with that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I used to be okay, but I feel like nowadays I can't handle it at all, so. Weak, I know, I'll admit it, I'm a weak babby, I know. I'm a very weak babby. I don't know what it is, it's just like, nowadays I can't hack it, can't do it. So, it's the same with alcohol though as well, like I've, like, I used to be able to just like, drink like, a lot of alcohol, and like, I wouldn't say I'm a lightweight per se, but like, I wouldn't have to spend much to start getting drunk, you know, like, as much anyway. Like, I've got friends who are actually lightweights, and they're gone after like 1 or 2 drinks, which is fine, you know. Means they don't have to spend as much money, so who cares for them, right? But with me, it's like I'm not quite a lightweight, but I'm like sort of in the middle. Like it does take a few drinks and stuff. But now I feel like with my medication, it definitely gets like worse. So, what's this? Sorry, just checking something. Okay. Okay, I just had a letter come through on my phone, but it was the consultation I had the other day with my knee, so it was just a letter to my doctor. I was thinking about buying you the webcam for your phone next month or the one after that because I bought stuff for my PC this month. I'm not promising anything. No, Guitar, don't be silly. No. You focus on yourself. Seriously. You've already been far too kind, Guitar. You know. You don't need to get me anything, don't worry. You've already been far too kind. I appreciate the thought, though. Thank you so much. But no, don't worry. To be fair, I think I can probably fix the webcam. Like, the thing that gets me, right, is I normally have my webcam, right, on top of my PC, like, at the top. But everyone I've been seeing, like, doing VTubing, they've had, like, their phones and their webcams, like, below their computer. Like, below the monitor. Is that where I'm supposed to put it? Like, am I supposed to have it, like, below me, facing upwards? Like, is that better? Like, because I always thought, like, if I had it facing down, that would be better. But am I supposed to have it, like, below me instead? Is that how it works? Because, like, I keep seeing, like, that's where people put, like, their phones for the face tracking and stuff, and I'm like, is that where it's supposed to go? Have I been doing it wrong this whole time? Like, I'm so confused. Because if it is the case, if I'm supposed to have it below my monitor, I could actually physically make it then work, because then all I'd have to do is have the webcam between my monitor, and it would actually hold it up, actually. But I have no idea. More Twitter for mine. For now is a mind zone until things get more relaxed. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Twitter at the moment's awful. Like, there's the whole stuff going on with Elon hiding likes and stuff like that, and it's just a mess at the moment. So I'm only gonna hear Stubby playing FF, no more social media. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Maru. I hope you're doing okay. I mean, I'm really glad to have you here. It's always a pleasure seeing you, but, like, I hope you're doing alright. You've been taking care of yourself? True. But at the same time, don't feel like you need to take care of me, you know? I don't want anyone to ever, like, feel like they need to spend money on me or anything like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I know this is the thing with streaming. This is probably why I suck as a streamer. Because I'm so bad at, like, accepting things from people. Because I'm like, no, take care of yourself. And, like, if people didn't want to donate money, they wouldn't do it, you know? But, like, my brain is like, no, I feel like I'm forcing people to... You know what I mean? It's so stupid. My brain is just... I can't be nice to myself. It's just... my brain won't let me do it. It's just cruel. It's like, no. Ugh. So silly. It's such a silly thing to think about, you know what I mean? It's like, I should just let, like, and on the other side of it, it's like, just become one of the streamers that's like, no, give me all your fucking money, you know what I mean? Like, it's, brain just won't let me, it won't let me relax, and I hate it sometimes, so. Brain, no, below me sounds like blow. I mean, it kinda does, yeah. It kinda do. Hello, best bean, accept support, you silly. No, hi, Paws. How are you doing, lovely? I hope you're having a good day. And also, know you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Paws. I'm so excited. I know Bailey's just been to go get a new magic deck, the Eldrazi one. So we're gonna be seeing some Eldrazi tomorrow. That's to be expected. I don't know anything about face capture stuff, but my guess is that if the phone is easier to put on the table than on top of the monitor, that's a good point, yeah. I do wonder if that's probably the case. It's like not necessarily just where the best capture is, but that's just where they're able to put the phone. I might try it out. I might try next week. I might try my Corgi model again, and I might put the webcam below my monitor and try and like keep it up somehow. Like, I don't know, maybe I might buy some blue tack and, like, stick it to my desk. I don't know. I'd assume we'd have blue tack somewhere, but I don't know. I might just buy some off Amazon. And try and, like, stick it to my desk and then see if that works. See if that works any better. So. But we'll test that next week. So. It's more because it's always controversy about streamers. I'm getting depressed. His words are like knife and weapons when it's only that personal and it's like a menace, so I'm gonna be maybe TikTok. If I see something or I hear something on a topic I don't want to hear, I can quit the internet. Yeah, I can I understand what you mean. Like, it's one of those things where it feels like nowadays, like, obviously no one's perfect. No one's perfect. I've made mistakes in the past. Like, I've admitted to it and stuff like that. But it feels like nowadays there's, like, some, like, really horrible stuff that you find out about, like, content creators and stuff, and it's just like, wow, it's insane. But, it can be hard as well to, like, curate, like, your sort of, like, feed as well. Like, I know for TikTok, it's quite easy to get stuff on your feed that you don't want to see because, like, you can accidentally just watch a video for a bit too long and then TikTok's like, oh, you watched that video for, like, 2 seconds, that means you like that topic, so it can be easy for that sort of stuff too. To, like, creep up on your social media and stuff like that. And I think it's similar with, like, YouTube as well. I know for Twitter, at least, best thing to do, if you just don't feel comfortable, just block people. Just block people, hide keywords as well. I heard, there was like a trend going around or something with the VTuber community, where it was something like, say something that's controversial or something or other stuff like that, and I think I literally, like, blocked out the keyword controversial, because I kept seeing those threads and it was really bothering me, because it was such negativity, and, like, and it was all about people, like, talking about, like, VTubing and stuff like that. And I remember seeing one that was something like, oh, you know, if you haven't got, like, 20 plus viewers in the stream, you're a shit stream. Like, just, it wasn't literally saying that, but it was talking about how, like, as a VTuber, if you've been streaming for this many years and you haven't hit partner yet, like, what are you doing? And it made me so depressed. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was like, what? You know? Like, I've been streaming for nearly 4 years. Now I'll be 4 years in September. So, like, if someone turned to me and be like, oh, you've been streaming for, like, 4 years and you're not partner yet, you must be a shit streamer. Like, it fucking break my heart, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god. But, like, people grow differently. I mean, my problem is, like, and I can tell this from top of my heart, is that I don't post anywhere else. I purely, at the moment, just stream. And that's really bad for growth. I need to post more on other platforms to get the growth. Like, the reason why a lot of the time, like, I've grown more over these years is because I was putting stuff on other platforms, but now I've, like, because I've hit such a depression wave and, like, my health's got worse, my physical health and my mental health's got worse, I've just not posted on other platforms, and it's bad, because I need to grow, like, to, you know, if I want to get a partner and stuff, but I can't do that purely through streaming. Like, yeah, I'll have people come in who have, you know, found me through Twitch and stuff like that, but I feel like I would get better growth if I posted on these other platforms, but, you know, but it's one of those things where it's like, if someone said that, I'd feel so depressed. So I don't mind blocking out these keywords if it means that my mental health's gonna be safe, you know? Like, I'm gonna block people if I don't think they're gonna be good for me. Like, you can do that. Don't ever be afraid to just block people if, like, if you think they're not gonna be good for your mental health, because you need to look after yourself at the end of the day, especially in, like, today's world. Like, people are just fucking existing, and people are like, you're bad, and it's like, or, like, you know, just there's so much shit going on, it's awful. So, just look after yourselves as much as you can, you know? No, that's fair, Maru. I can understand what you mean. But yeah, just try and do what you can to keep yourself happy and sane and stuff. And if that means coming off social media for a bit, do it, you know? I had an hour and a half of phone convo with my brother after work, talked many topics, heavy but nice. We have some very different opinions, but we can talk, which is nice. At the end of the day, yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes, like, you might not agree with someone on something, but at least, you know, you can, like, if you have at least an adult opinion about it, or an adult conversation about it, well, then yeah, there you go. I blocked any content related, but Jesus, or even judge and executors deciding who can be cancelled. I mean, like, you see all this stuff about, like, is it Joe Cat? And, like, him literally being cancelled over him saying that he likes women, like, and it's like, what? And people are saying, like, oh, he puts all these posts out about liking women, that must mean he, like, actually abuses women. It's like, what? Huh? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it, but people are just... I think just... Twitter has a really bad habit of being like a mob mentality. So like when something happens, so like say for example, you know, off the top of my head, for example, say if someone made a tweet about me and it said that the Stubbs is an awful streamer, she says ableist slurs about people on stream, just, you know, for an example, because, you know, I'm disabled, so I'm just giving a reference there to, like, stuff that I've had said to me. You know, she's been doing this on stream. If one person said that, right, and they, like, and this is the thing, people, a lot of the time people don't need immediate proof to be, like, they don't need the immediate proof to be, like, trying to cancel someone, because some people might just not like me, and, like, they'd jump on that and that sort of thing. But then, like, people, like, they could doctrinate, like, some sort of, like, post or something, like, say, like, a Discord thing, of me basically saying that or something like that. And then, like, I would try and defend myself, but there would still be people, like, I could put the proof out there that I wouldn't do anything like that, but there would still be some people that would not believe me. And, like, it's so insane to think about that people will just immediately jump on to, like, hate for no reason. And it's like, how can you be, like, I'm not gonna lie, the people that post, like, really hateful stuff on Twitter, like, that sounds exhausting. It sounds exhausting to be a hateful person. Like, how do you have this much energy to put into just hating people? I don't understand. Like, it sounds exhausting, I'm gonna be honest, so. Yeah, 3 years and still going, won't stop, can't stop. Exactly. At the end of the day, doesn't matter how long you've been streaming for. As long as you've got the passion to keep going and doing what you love with streaming, then do it. If you've been streaming for 10 years and you're still not partner, fine. As long as you're still having fun and you're still enjoying that journey, that's amazing, you know? Yeah, you're still blocking people. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to hear you more. I appreciate that, Myra. Thank you. I'm hoping I can be some good entertainment for you in the bad times. Is why I tried to not talk about too much about, like, topics that can be, like, quite upsetting to people and stuff on stream, because, like, it's all well and good to talk about, like, political stuff and that, because stuff is happening nowadays, like, right in front of our eyes and stuff, and, you know, we're all human, we all got opinions and stuff, so it's bound to happen, because it's, like, my space. I'm bound to talk about my opinions on things, but I try my best to, like, sort of to give that form of escapism that's like, here you go, we can get away from this for a little bit, let's just look at the silly Lalafell in the game, that type of thing, you know? So I do try my best to, like, give that form of escapism, but obviously I am going to talk about topics if, like, say, if someone starts talking about it, then I'm going to talk about it, you know? So, but hopefully I can give you that form of escapism from social media for a bit that helps your brain to regulate and stuff like that. Like, I'd love to be able to be a place that people can just come in, come chill, get away from all the ickiness that's happening online, and we just have a fun time, you know? So. Yeah, I know what you mean, DJ, yeah. Right, we'll get away from topics like that, because it can be quite a bit for some people, but end of the day, as long as you are a wonderful person who is, you know, and I will preface this saying that, like, you're not always going to be positive on every day. Everyone has their bad days and stuff like that. But as long as you're a kind person and you do what you can to help others and stuff, like, you're already winning at life against these people that just apparently just want to spout hate for no reason. So just keep being a cool, positive, awesome person. Keep being kind. Do what you can for others, and yeah, you're already winning at life. So there you go. Got back, and as I was working, we have a guy who was let go on not so good terms. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bravo. Now I have to rush with the offboarding for the person. I'm sorry to hear that, especially to have you have to go through it as well. Like, you're having to be the one to, like, offboard with them. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully the person's okay too. So, When the calamity threatened, Rauben led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louis Soir would have the power to ruse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting the shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, I seek the blessing of Fall, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as the champion of Eorzea. Oh, I'm reading a bit too far ahead. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in the times of adversity. If I am to be a sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Uldar. I have chosen my path, Ophelia. With Alamigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Actually, going back to that webcam comment, it just made me think I could just make a poll on Twitter. Asking like other VTubers like where they position like their webcams and stuff. Because I genuinely want to see if like putting the webcam underneath the monitor instead of on top of the monitor is actually the better play. I don't know why that like immediately came to my brain again. But I think if I ask on Twitter, like other VTubers, I want to see what their opinions are. So I might do a poll after the stream and just say like, hey VTubers, where do you put your webcam? Because if I could put it, if it works better by just like having it like just below my monitor, I'm so doing that, like 100%. So, but yeah, anyway. Random little tangent again that came back to my brain. Already, many displaced Alamegans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan's school in Ralgus Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years of such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and, this time, the Alden Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask a member of the syndicate for advice? Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? Oh, that could be a good one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Why not ask Kate? Kate's streaming right now, I think. So, but if I put it on Twitter anyway, she probably would see it and answer anyway as well. So, thank you guys for sitting through the ad break. I appreciate you guys so much for your support. Thank you kindly. A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pay refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Mandeville? Oh boy.
Jack Gamer Art just redeemed Hydrate.
Thank you for the Hydrate, DJ. Thank you. I'll get after this cutscene. Ah, well, he is a most generous man, if something of an eccentric.
Gamer Art just redeemed posture check.
Oh, thank you for the posture check. Thank you. I'll do that now, actually. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Alright, I'll get the hydrate now. Thank you, DJ. Is this actually our first time seeing Godbert? I can't remember. Oh, he's got this way. I searched on Google about that. Most people say that eye level is best, which makes sense. Which is closer to your eye level, on top of your monitor, or below your monitor. Would you be able to mount it on the side of your monitor? So I think eye level wise, it's kind of like, I'm kind of in the middle of my monitor, so I think either or would, maybe like top of the monitor would be better. Mounting on the side would be an interesting one. I wouldn't know how I'd do that. I've seen people have like those arms, you know, like the you know how you've got like a mic arm and stuff? I've seen people have like one of those for like their phone. And it's meant to like extend out and stuff like that. I wonder if like maybe I could add one of those on my wish list. And then I don't know. Because the only reason I want to get an iPhone is because my new model is going to have like the AR tracking, which is like the best tracking for VTuber stuff. And the way you get that is through And the way you get that is like through an iPhone, because iPhones have the best facial tracking, basically. But it's just, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like, I'd love to have it, because, like, I'd love to have my model move, like, I'd love to, like, move my mouth more, and my model would, like, pick up the mouth movements more. But, like, it's just... Problem is, I don't know which phone would be good. I'd need to have one that's unlocked, because I'm not going to use it as my main phone. It would purely just be used for webcam purposes. I'd need to have, like one of those arms, like the camera arms, yeah, so I could have it on the side, and it would be in my line of sight type thing, but it's just a lot. I kind of wish someone would put out, like, a guide that's basically like, here, if you're wanting to be a streamer or a VTuber that, like, wants to get the better, tracking, here is my list of things that I use, that sort of thing. I don't know if anyone's put that out, but I'd love to see something like that so I can know what to save up for, you know? So. I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. Gold Saucer time. Yeah, like I say, I wish there was some sort of guide. There might be, and I've just not seen it, but it would just be nice for someone just to go, here, this is what I bought, this is what I bought, this is the stuff I do for my VTubing, da-da-da. So, problem is with, like, that I've noticed, and it's not with everyone, obviously, in the VTuber community, but I've definitely noticed some, there's definitely a lot of gatekeeping in terms of, like, what tech is used and what programs are used. Like, you go into a stream and someone's got, like, I don't know, special alerts or something like that, and a lot of the time, I've noticed that people are very gatekeepy about that, and it sucks. Like, I understand you want to keep your stream to be, you know, you want to be able to fit, like, to stand out and stuff like that, so obviously if people start taking stuff that you've got, it's not, and everyone's gonna then have the same thing type thing, but, I don't know, it's interesting for sure. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Nanamo, let's go gambling. That's clearly what you want to do right now. Let's go gambling, Nanamo. Lounge, which is... Where is the lounge? There. There we are. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Shall we sit while we wait his coming? My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the Sultana herself comes calling, there is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Fanalan. You are aware, I am sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might be best distributed? Throw the Lala at the games? Oh no. The unusual circumstances of our meeting, and your Grace's choice of companion, would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is, stop. Taxing Uldar's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most empathetically, I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, But what profit is there for Uldar in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Girabania's displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, your grace, but you appear to be labouring under a misapprehension. It is a fine endeavour to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Uldar's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of your spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill? Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Uldar. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Alamegans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Mandeville. I thank you for your candour. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Eat the Lala. No! Or yet the Lala. Profit? The thought never even crossed my mind. The standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Ophelia, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Eldenard Trading Company. But if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by Leafright in Uldar. A fair journey to you, Ophelia, and a swift one, if you please. Now we're gonna go see Hancock again and go talk about money. Because he likes money. Yeah, the yeet. I see. But yeah, I don't know. I keep going back to the webcam just thinking about it, but it's like, I really do want to get it set up again so I can use my Corgi model until my new model's ready. So it's like, So it's just trying to figure out what would work. Like, what positioning would work, if I could get it to work again and stuff. And then in the future, it's like, what will I want to use? Will I want to use the phone? Will I want to use a new webcam? Can I get an arm thing so I can have it at eyesight? So it's like, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting one, and I think I might need to put something on Twitter asking like other VTubers what their opinions are about things, so. Greetings, honoured madame. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. Let me go see Hank. Hello, Hancock. Ophelia! To what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I beg your pardon? Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Uldar? My dear Ophelia, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me. Truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice, when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito. A man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Fanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Ophelia, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Oh my god, we're going to the Waking Sands again. Free return. Right, time for Monster Hunter. Whoops, caps. FF14. Oh yeah, you're doing some more of it? Nice. I wish you the best of luck with it, DJ. Hopefully you get some good players today and not any shitty tanks or shitty healers. Oh my god, it's Joe for Joestar. There's a lot of Joestar people in this game, which I find really funny. A lot of JoJo fans in this game. Shit, anime, you take that back. You take that back. You take that back. Welcome back, Ophelia. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monastrates at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Uldar efficiently. Wait, no, it was effectively. I read it right the first time. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. Do I have any tickets left to travel to the Waking Sands, or is it just going to take me there? People go on Zoom. Stubbs, I must love you and leave you, as they say. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and you deserve all the support you receive. Bye. Thank you, Paul. You're a sweet bean. Thank you so much, lovely. I hope you have a good time with whatever it is you're doing tonight, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. Take care, lovely, and thank you so much for stopping in. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I have heard many tales, but never had an occasion to visit. To work, then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have appointed room for ourselves. I hate that Lala. Yeah. He gives Lalas a bad name. Alright, I'll mute myself now.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help. You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Yes, if a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents, I'm afraid it could sustain little beyond that. Yes, a quarry town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion. Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Oh, Guitar Boy, I see that. I see what you did there. You give Lala's a bad name. I mean, he does. He does. Like, at least at first. I think he kind of proved himself a little bit there, that he's more than meets the eye, but still, he's an asshole. I love the bit as well, the dialogue. It's like, we have to excuse everything to be like, oh, clearly you wanted me to say this place from the beginning, huh? So, it's quite funny. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. Hello? Hello, cats. What time is it, actually? Ah, it's 7:30. Ah, that'll be why. It's close to your feeding time, I see. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Ophelia. I could not have done it without you. Meow, I know, he's meowing. Because it's food time in half an hour, so... Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Ophelia, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together, we have laid the groundwork for an endeavour which promises to benefit the people of Alamigo and Uldar both. Right, back to Alamigan Quarter. Meow. I don't think I have the spray, so hopefully he won't try and jump up today. Which that means he will almost definitely try and jump up, so. You hate the hitbox it has? What, the Monster Hunter thing? Yeah, I know. It is quite a big one, to be fair. Ophelia, you're back. What did Nanamo... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So, Rauben says he's been going... So, Rauben says he's going to return to Uldar, but she isn't sure what he wants, if he wants to. Tell us something we don't know, but I'm pleased to hear that she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalise the Cell Tree does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to turn for advice. But, on a more practical note, please, assuming the interim government elects to accept Uldar's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, after all, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugani never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Sultry's residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Ophelia? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Oh, I hear the kitty! Oh, he's always going for it. I don't know if you guys could hear him there, but he's going for it. He'd be meowing so loudly. Oh my gosh. Milo! What is up with you, Baba? It's as if you've not been fed today. I literally watched you eat your biscuits earlier. You big silly. He's so loud. He's so loud indeed. What's up with you? I hear you. What are you doing? I got a bit confused for a second when you said 7:30. I forgot that in English you say it the wrong way round. Other European languages say 6:30 as 7:30. In English it is 7:30, 7:30. Oh, right, gotcha. I was a bit confused there. I was like, huh? But no, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think that might just be me saying it as well. I might just say like 7:30, whereas like, yeah, instead of saying like 7:30, it might just be me just shortening it because I'm silly. Hello, kitty cat. I need you to get off my desk. Thank you. Good boy. What manner of mischief brings you younguns to Old White this time, eh? I want to rebuild the sultry, Grandpa. Ophelia, tell him about the deal. It is English, it's not just you, okay. I wasn't sure. That's cool to know, though. Oh, bugger me. We've never had a coin in our hands to put the place back to how it was. But it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cool the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Grandad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. Well, I'd appreciate that, Whitcar, my lad. Truly I would. So, does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, aye, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Ophelia? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Sounds good to me. Hey, thank you guys so much for sticking through the ad breaks. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Right then, Ophelia. I've got a spyglass here you can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how we'll get on. Search your surroundings for yabbies. You may move the camera as well to zoom in and out, target a yabby, and inspect it with mouse. Okay. We'll find the yabby. Is that a yabby? No. Oh, it is. I just have to find its weak point, which is... It flickered for a second, so... Oh. Oh, it's jaw. There we go. You got the poogie! Hey, nice DJ. You got yourself a poogie. They be yabbing, yeah. I mean, with that jaw being the weak point, yeah. Yeah. They do be yabbing. The yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a yabby. They say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. Vulnerable under the head? Oh, are they? Right then. Wish me luck. Nice. Da, da, da. Awesome. He did it. He did a good job. He killed it. Thanks, Ophelia. I did just as you told me and the Wavekin went down like a sack of popotos. Let's find something else. Popotos in this are potatoes, by the way. Which is what Lalafels are often joked as being. They're joked as being the potatoes because they're small. But it also works out because I'm a corgi, and corgis also get told they are potatoes, so... double meaning. I think I can handle the yabbies now. So should we try something different? What else is out there? Okay, so we're looking for Phobads? Phobad. Let's go for his eye. Oh, do the stretch. Ooh. Ow. Phobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Ugh, a Phobad. How do I defeat one of those? Destroy the core within its brow. Inside its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. Nice. Oh, it's squished! He squished him. Oh no. Wait, it's Salt must be a LOL player? Wow. Random question, can you roll your R's? No. I tried to before. There's actually a clip of me trying to roll my R's and I end up sounding like a frickin' lawnmower. Or no, it was a chainsaw, sorry. It ended up sounding like a chainsaw. It's really bad. But no, I can't roll my R's. At least if I do it, it's like unintentional. But I like sitting here thinking about it. I don't think I can roll my R's now. But we've had that before though. Like someone's asked me before in the past if I could roll my R's, and I ended up like I think I was playing Fortnite with Zombro. And we tried it out, and I ended up sounding like a chainsaw, just going like rum, 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 rum. It was funny. Whew. Whew. It's not easy. Fighting with the Liberator of Alamiga, watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Ophelia. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road. We should head back to the Sultry before Grandad starts to worry I've been snipped into pieces and fed by Yabizan hatchlings. What quest are we on right now? Securing this one. Trying to think how many quests are left during this. I think we're still about like maybe like 25 out, I think, from getting the Shadowbringers, so still got a way to go. So I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? Aye, fought them myself. After a bit of instruction from Ophelia here, like. Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine man you've become, Whiskar. A fine young man indeed. Too often of late I hear tales of folk over there in the city, drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights for the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Sultry ready to welcome back our long-lost countrymen. Absolutely. It seems Whiskar has the Sultry security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, miss, but the General would speak with you at the earliest convenience. Do not feel obligated to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt, and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Uldar. You should go. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, miss. Fare you well. It's alright. It's alright. Struggling a little bit with my throat. I can hear my voice going. Oh. Kind of worried a little bit with it, to be fair, because I've had like a sore throat now for like 2 weeks. And I don't know if it's getting better or worse. Like, I know I do a lot of yapping on my streams, so like it's probably not helping, but like, I don't know. Part of me wonders if I should get it checked out at some point or something, but I don't know. I don't know if 2 weeks is long enough for a sore throat to be anything worrying, so. It just doesn't feel like it's getting better, is the problem. so. And I'm drinking plenty as well, so. Dunno. Strange. I think this bit's voiced, I think so. I'm gonna mute here.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men? You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me. I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Oh, he's gonna stick with her. Yay! I don't know why that popped into my head. I think that it's a pretty common thing amongst native English speakers. In English, R's are pronounced really softly. I have some trouble speaking English because of that, because I haven't had much practice. In Finland, it's considered a speech impediment, like a lisp, that some children have speech therapy to fix. At least they did when I was a child. I'm not sure how it is today. Oh, that's really interesting, yeah. I know, like, I don't know if R, like rolling R's is considered a lisp here or anything like that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, no. And I'm assuming not, since, like you say, English R's are pretty soft, so yeah. No, it's definitely, it's interesting to see how speech is for, like, different countries and stuff like that, so, I appreciate you for the insight of that. Thank you, Car. That's awesome. I love learning new things like that, so I find that really interesting, but yeah. I wonder if it is still a case today. If it's considered a speech impediment or not. Very, definitely interesting one, yeah. That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled, Arnvold, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Antanta has arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vira. These are Quilina, ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting that they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them. She may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Kaliana would refuse out of hand. We'd best go and see ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and get ready to be ready for battle. Ophelia, you've dealt with these Kaliana before. I'd have you at my side. Whereabouts are they? Out the gate we go. Thank you. Because I still cannot fly. I'll definitely have to go grab the flying quests when I can off Strum. This is such a long journey to do on foot. Or I could just fly. Whee. Oh no, that's a big beastie. Oh, that's a big beastie. Yeah, we ignore the big beastie. Do not go that way. Okay, I need to go there. Oh, looks. Hello, Lily. These cats are ready for food. They're lingering around by my computer, waiting for the alarm to go off. I can see them. Should be in a minute, actually, yeah. What time is it? Yeah, 8 minutes, and then it'll be food time for them. Are they all the way up there? Looks like they might be all the way at the top. Have to go up these steps. I tried to Google it, but I only found articles that says it's possible to fix as an adult from years ago. That makes me think that it's still corrected within children too. Yeah, maybe if it's got the articles and such. No, I don't want to fight. Leave me alone. Leave me be. Trying to hide from that one as well. I know, cat. You'll be fed soon. You got 7 minutes, and then it's food time. Ophelia, Rauben, gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Garibalia home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will all be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. God, trying to roll the S's is struggling right now. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. You good, Milo? What's up? you chittering? Have you found something? Oh, there's a fly on the window, and he's like chittering at it. Like he's going like nee, like he's like I can't do the noise, but like cats do this like chittering when they see something like that they want to like go at. So he's seen a fly on the window, and it's outside the window, may I add. It's not inside, it's outside the window. So now he's trying to like attack the window, like pawing at it to try and get this fly. And he is failing because it's on the outside of the window. It's kind of sweet, but also at the same time, you're a big Dumby, Milo. Why do I have a feeling we've welcomed a Viper into our midst? Wait, Viper? Viper's here. Oh my gosh. Right, what time is it? 5 minutes. Alright, I think I might call it here. So then I can get ready to go feed the cats and stuff. Plus my voice is starting to hurt a little bit, so it's probably for the best that I leave it here. And it's probably a good place as well, because I'm pretty sure what's coming up next is going to be some fight stuff, so it's probably a good place to call it here, so. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you. I hope you've all had a good time with watching the stream. The cats are knocking stuff in the background. I can hear it. Right, do we have someone to raid? If anyone would like to suggest someone to raid, we do have a guide to raid redeem, which you can use to suggest someone that you'd want to raid. If not, I can try and find someone who is playing FF14, because there will likely be someone who's playing FF14. So let's see. Let's have a look, see if I can find someone. Also, there is a tongue twister, like, saying in Finnish that kind of tests the ability to say R's and S's. I'm not sure if there's an audio clip of it on the internet. If you do find it, Guitar, I'd love to hear it. That sounds really cool. Alright, let's see. Again, I want to take you guys into someone that's not currently up to date as well, because I don't want you guys to have any spoilers for those that are going along with the story here. So this person's doing Heaven's Ward. Oh, I've raided them before. I want to try and raid someone new. You gonna try and find it? Yeah, that'd be also. We can raid a thick ass zombie called Stubborn Zombie. Oh, I see. Let's do. Oh, this person. I think this person's currently near where we were, actually. Just trying to. I'm waiting. I'm being hit with ads, so I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see where they are. But I think they might literally be at the point that we're at too. So that's kind of fun. Trying to see if they're if they are at the point. You're gonna try and find it? Yeah, I'd appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Right? Yeah, we'll go raid this guy. They're a VTuber with a head in a jar, so that's definitely a very interesting model that they've got. So we'll go raid them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things, all my socials will be in the description of the video once the live stream is done. If you're watching on the Twitch side of things, here are my socials. I've got an Instagram, a YouTube, a TikTok, and a Twitter, which you can go like, follow, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff for the algorithm. You can also check out all my sponsors on my website. If you support my sponsors, they support me. Here is our Discord server where you can come chat with other members of the Horde, see when I'm going live and possibly what I'd be playing. I tend to play most games of FF14. We started doing some Apex on Mondays. We might possibly starting a Code Vein playthrough on Tuesdays, depending. Yeah, so we normally we're playing FF14, so. What else we got? We got our raid message. which if you copy and paste that, you'll let the person who are raiding know where you've come from. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I'm not streaming tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to go visit Paul's and go say hi to him, and also see some other friends and stuff. So day off tomorrow. So now I will be back on Monday at 2 PM BST, and I might be playing some Apex again, but we shall see. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye!